So today I will teach you social science, that is from your geography part, the atmosphere, its structure and wind system, and also the air pressure. Okay. So first of all I will start with the basic concept, that is what is atmosphere. In advanced geography we have learned that atmosphere is basically comprised of a gas, that is air. Okay, that is oxygen, which we call as oxygen. Okay, oxygen is a gas. So you see, in the air mostly we get oxygen, and there are many other gases also, but oxygen is very useful for our living, means to leave us, means to live, to survive. Oxygen is very important. Okay, so now it is being told that, you see, what is atmosphere. See, the earth surround the gas that surrounds the entire earth and always extends upward, that is towards the sky, is called atmosphere. Okay, atmosphere means what? The gaseous layer of the earth that always extends upward and surrounds the entire earth, it is called as atmosphere. Okay, now you already in the geography class I have already told you that atmosphere extends up to a height of about 10,000 kilometer above. Okay, it extends up to a height of about 10,000 kilometer. Okay, and there are many types of gases present in the air. Among them, nitrogen constitute the most. Okay, nitrogen constitute about 78.08% in the atmosphere. Okay, means it is in it comprises of a large amount. Now you see, there is another more question may come in your mind. You see, there are two types of gases, such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. So these two gases plays a major role in human being life. Now you see, how is these two gases are being balanced in the atmosphere. So we basically need to know that. So you see, animals and man, means we take oxygen during inhaling and release carbon dioxide. Okay, on the other hand, plants take carbon dioxide during the process of photosynthesis. So you see, as we are taking oxygen and we are leaving carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide which we are leaving is being taken by the plants as their air. Okay, which they use during the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and the oxygen that they leave out, we are taking. So by this way, the balance in the atmosphere is being maintained. Okay, so you see, now we need to know what are the layers of atmosphere. So this atmospheric layer is being divided, okay, into 5 parts: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. The lowermost layer of the earth is called the troposphere. Okay, where all the weather phenomena take place. Already I have told in my geography class that all the clouds formation, all the weather phenomena, either it is rainy or whatever it may be, all the clouds formation takes place in the troposphere, as it is the lowermost layer of the earth. Okay, and it contains about 3/4 of the total atmospheric gas. Okay, this layer, this tropospheric layer, it contains about 3/4 of the atmospheric gas. The layer just above the troposphere, it is called the stratosphere. You can follow your book if you find any problem. The diagram is also available there. The atmospheric layer that is just above the troposphere is called the stratosphere. Okay, and the boundary, the upper boundary of the stratosphere is called as this one, stratopause. Okay, it extends up to 40 kilometer. This stratosphere layer extends up to 40 kilometer. Next comes your mesospheric layer. So this layer, it is just above the stratospheric layer, and this mesosphere extend up to a height of about 30 kilometer. Okay, next comes your thermospheric layer. So this thermospheric layer is the uppermost layer of the mesosphere. Above the mesosphere, the layer that is present, that is called the thermosphere. Thermosphere. It extends up to a height of about 400 kilometer. And the topmost layer of the earth, that is the exospheric layer, it is this layer extend up to 1000 kilometer. Oh sorry, for 600 kilometer. And this layer, it plays an important role in what sense? It protects us from UV rays that comes from the sun. Okay, and this exospheric layer here, the topmost, this is the topmost layer of the atmosphere. And always remember, as we go up above the sky, the density of the air always decreases. Okay, you will get less air as you will go above. Okay, this is one thing you need to know. These are the 5 layers of the atmosphere. Just you need to know how much it extends and what is the use of it. Okay, these are the layers. Next we will come to know about air temperature. Okay, first of all, the extent of force exerted by the air per unit area is called atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure means the pressure that is exerted by the air per unit area. Per unit. Okay, per means 1 unit area, suppose, is called the atmospheric pressure. Air temperature. Next comes your air temperature. Distribution of heat in all over the earth is not same. Now you see what is being told. You see, air temperature means air basically has got a temperature. So in our earth, each and every place has got different kind of temperature. In Assam it is too cold. Suppose you go to suppose in the month of just suppose in the month of April it is so cold in Assam, but you go to Chennai, you will find there extremely hot. So the air temperature depends on the location of a place. Okay, and altitude of the earth's surface, it is also told that the more you go higher from the earth's surface, the same way atmospheric depth in the amount of gas present in the atmosphere decreases with the decline of the atmosphere. What is being told, you see, as I have told little bit earlier, that as you go above the earth's atmosphere, the more you go up, the more the density of the air decreases. Okay, you will get less air. Okay, next comes principal factors of wind. Now what is wind? Basically you need to know what is wind. Wind means, you see, always when we are in the home or we go in open space, we can always find that sometimes air blows. Okay, we can find. So that air, it is always present wherever you stand in the outside your house and wherever in the environment, air is present. So it remains in a stagnant position, it does not move. Whenever the air blows, okay, whenever the air blows means it goes from one direction to the other, either from east to west, north to south, from whichever direction, air can blow from any direction, then we can consider that air as wind. Okay, wind means the movement of air is also considered as wind when air moves from one place to another. Okay, now principal forces of wind are the pressure gradient force. The force generated from the atmospheric pressure difference is called pressure gradient force. Just like the altitude of the earth's surface, what is being told, that you see, the pressure that is exerted by the air in the earth to the atmosphere is called the pressure gradient force. Okay, air basically has got a pressure, so you can obviously feel sometimes if the very strong wind blows, then you can feel the pressure. Next comes your gravitational force of the air. You see, due to gravitation also, due to earth's gravitation also, the movement of the wind also depends on the earth's gravitation. Okay, there are many factors. Slowly and gradually, as you read more, as you go for higher education, you will come to know that the gravitation plays an important role in the movement of the wind. Okay, next, centrifugal force. Due to earth's rotation on its axis also, so you know the earth is rotating on its axis constantly without stopping. So as it rotates on its axis, due to that rotation also, the movement of the air depends on that factor. Okay, so wind blows from west to the wind that blows from western direction is called westerly winds, and the wind that always blow from east direction is called easterly winds. These two you have to remember. Okay, now velocity of the wind. So velocity of the wind is measured by an instrument called aerometer, and wind can be determined. So how can you determine wind? With the help of an instrument called wind vane. You have seen, I think, this wind vane instrument. The wind can be determined by this instrument. Okay, so wind can be divided into primary wind circulation. You see, number one is primary wind circulation. The air movement covering the whole earth is based on the distribution of permanent pressure belt on the earth. Now it is being told, you see, in the whole earth, more or less, in every place air blows. Either it is hot, either it is cold. There is a difference between less air and more air. Less air may blow, more air may blow. Thus there is a difference in this. Okay, primary wind circulation means this. Trade wind, the surface wind that blows from the subtropical high pressure belt located in each side of 30° north and 30° south latitude is called trade wind. Now you see, our earth is divided into two parts, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So upper part of the just in the middle, that is subtropical area, which is 300° north, and on the lower, that is a subtropical pressure, that is 300° south. At the lower, that is on the tropic of Capricorn, means on the southern hemisphere, you can find that the surface wind blows more. Okay, next, westerlies. The permanent wind that blows from the subtropical high pressure belt toward the high latitude low permanent belt is called westerlies. So wind that blows from the subtropical high pressure belt towards the high latitude low pressure belt is considered as westerly winds. Okay, next comes your cyclone. What is cyclone? Cyclone is also basically a kind of wind only. Okay, wind movement you can consider. The state of atmosphere in circulation in which high velocity wind takes place in a cyclic path around a low pressure center is called a cyclone. Now you see, cyclone means the movement of wind, okay, and with high velocity. It moves, cyclone can carry away many heavy things because the pressure of the wind is so much in a cyclone. Most basically you can see this in Discovery channels, in any Discovery channel you can see how the cyclone occurs. Cyclone can be divided into three types: tropical cyclone, anticyclone, extra tropical cyclone. Okay, next comes your monsoon wind. Now we will be talking about monsoon wind. Monsoon wind means the wind that blows periodically depending on the change in the season is called monsoon wind. Now you see, the season that we basically have always changes. Okay, seasons are divided into many types, you know, and wind that blows periodically, okay, it changes after period to period, is called monsoon wind. Okay, next comes, we need to what comes is sea breeze. We need to know about sea breeze. The wind that blows from the sea surface to the land during day is called sea breeze. Now you see, suppose this is a land area and this is a sea area. Okay, the wind that blows from the sea surface means on the above layer of from the sea to the wind that blows from the sea to the land, okay, it is called as sea breeze. And the wind that basically blows from the land area to the sea area, sea means you know, is called as land breeze. Okay, land breeze always occurs at night and sea breeze always occurs in the daytime. Okay, next comes your valley wind. What is valley wind? The wind that blows from the river valley or plain towards the mountain slopes during the daytime is called valley wind. So the wind that blows from the river valley to the mountain slopes, okay, that also during the daytime, okay, it is called as valley winds. Okay, and the last portion, it comes local winds. So what is local winds? The wind that blows locally, it is also considered as local winds. Okay, and you know, basically some common local winds are Chinook, Sirocco and Lu. I think you have heard about this name. These are very common. Okay, local winds. This is only your chapter atmosphere, atmospheric pressure. You need to know what the pressure, that air always has a pressure. We need to know about that. What is atmosphere? What is wind? Okay, the types of wind, and it is all about the wind system. How many types of wind are there? That is only. Okay, this is all about. Thank you.